Hello everyone! Have you ever wondered how to implement a super fast skeleton load in Nuxt 3 like this one on your screen? Well, you are on the right place. I'm André Vandal and today I will guide you through it. But first, what is a skeleton loading? Skeleton loading is an excellent user experience practice. It gives the user the impression that the page is loading content, preventing the notion of a broken page. For this tutorial, I've built a simple API using the Nuxt3 server directory. It returns just a list of Pokémon and allows us to control the data fetch time. You can find the project source code on my GitHub profile. In this tutorial, I will use templates, but you can use your own code editor. So in this app.vel, I will handle the API request. I create a script setup using the useLazyFetch to fetch through my API. I'm using server options to false to not use the Nuxt3 server request. This useLazyFetch composable of Nuxt3 returns the pending and the data with our response. As my response is just an array, I'm using the full array right here. About the template, I prefer to split the real component and the skeleton component. As Nuxt HQ UI import Tailwind, I'm using Tailwind in my classes. I'm toggling the two lists, the skeleton list and the Pokemon card list. Once the fetch was finished, the pending will be false. The skeleton list will be switched to the Pokemon list. As we are using the if and the Pokemon card won't be loaded once the page is loaded, I'm using the lazy prefix. So let's start it creating our first component, the Pokemon card component. So inside the components folder, I will create the Pokemon card.view. In the template tag, I'm just showing the Pokemon image and its name. All the Pokemon information is injected by a prop. Also, I create a computed to just capitalize the Pokemon name using radash. And the Pokemon card will be like this one. Now we can create the skeleton component. So inside the components folder, we can create a file called skeleton pokemon card.vel. This component is kinda dummy. We just need to reproduce the visual expectation of our user about our component. So the div that wraps our skeleton is the same that we had in the Pokemon card with the same attribute. Inside this div, we had two useKeleton components. Thanks to the Nuxt auto import, we don't need to import by ourselves. So the first one will represent the image and the second one the name. To make things better, I prefer to represent the image as a circle and the second as a rounded rectangle. And just that, it's working. Optionally, we can wrap the lazy Pokemon card component into a transition to make it smooth. To make this transition work, we need to add some CSS. And it's done. To recap, we first set up our project, then we create our Pokemon card and the skeleton Pokemon card components, and finally we add some smooth transition for a polished look. I hope this tutorial was clear and feel free to explore the code further from my GitHub page. Try to implement this in your projects and let me know how it goes in the comments below. Until next time!